Be very competent in doing your job as a nurse, but it does not mean that you are going to truly be able to help all the people that you take care of. There are some nurses that can do it and some that cannot. And doesn't make you a good nurse or a bad nurse. It makes you an honest nurse. If it's too much or the caseloads begin to be too much, then you need to say something. A lot of people don't, and they either hurt a patient or they hurt themselves. So I want to eventually come back and start delving deep into situations that I experienced in my job. My first job, actually the second one, they both were really great. And the best thing that I could have ever done. And I'm glad that I actually waited until a little later in my nursing career before I actually stepped out onto like a nursing home floor or long-term care, rehab floor and things like that. Reason being, I had time to develop certain skills and comfortability and actually develop my work character when it comes to being a nurse. Because one thing is like anything and anywhere, people do try you when you step out on that floor. And the difference is when you step out on the floor, when people try you, it's your license that they're trying. It's your job that they're trying. It's you that could be on the stand if something goes wrong. And they're trying you, and you have to remember that you are the one that is responsible for everything that goes on the unit that you have signed off on. And that's one thing you keep in your head. You are responsible for every patient that you accept keys on, that you are responsible for. You can also be responsible for other people if you take on extra keys, if you do certain things like that. You're going to be asked to do that. And that's not the way to go. You need to actually say no. Start out saying no. This is what people also won't tell you. You start out saying no to what you cannot do, and what you know that you cannot manage, and what you know that if something happens, if 3 or 4 emergencies happen, you cannot do something about it. And you can't necessarily get other people that's on the job that are supposed to listen to you to do what they're supposed to do. And that's another layer, and you got to be prepared for that. What no one says is not everybody's going to listen to you when you get on the job, but you are actually charged. You are actually the person that everyone should be listening to if you are in charge of that unit or that pod or whatever side that you're on. They should be listening to you. But what they don't tell you is they're likely not going to listen to you. So that's why you need to gauge, am I able to do this and work this floor? Or am I not? Am I able to work and manage what's going on? Am I going to be able to manage the people? Because that's a part of your job as well. It's not just being there to manage and take care of the patients. You also are managing the floor. And that is the other caveat to it, is you'll have a lot of things going on with that, and you have patients to manage. And everybody else sees it, oh, they're okay, it's not too bad. But for you, you know what it is. It's your responsibility. If something goes wrong, everybody looks at you. You're the one that's got to call. You're the one that's got to make sure you give the right information. You are the one that's got to check. You're the one that got to go back and check if a patient falls. You're the one that has to do the 15-minute checks. You are the one that's got to document it. You are the one that has to call everyone. You are the person that has to. And there are several different patients. And a lot of times when somebody drops ill, more than one person does drop ill. So you really have to weigh it. I would say don't start doing something that you're not willing to do consistently. Because once you start something, when it comes to nursing field, once you start accepting to do extra things that you know you shouldn't be doing, it's too late. You will be roped into doing it all the time. Don't start something that you're not willing to continue to do.